Hello rail fans. We started out the day with a special toot from engine 4766. We actually saw this train parked in front of the Waycross depot, and his train was stretched back into the yard, and we knew that he was sitting there, and we weren't sure if he had a green light to go or what was his status. So we decided to move, and as soon as we pulled the truck about 10 feet, on came his lights, and he sounded the horn to start moving. I'm sure most of y'all are aware that sometimes you'll wait these trains and wait on the train and wait on the train, and then you decide to move, and all of a sudden they get clearance to leave, and it's like, man, why couldn't we waited just 5-10 more minutes? I saw an opportunity here to take and have some pretty unique shots, so I didn't really like where I was set up quite, so I was moving the camera as it was on the tripod, and to get a better shot up at this angle of this train that was up there. Now again, we didn't know if he was heading out or if he was still working, making up his train. That was unknown to us. There's so much chatter in the Waycross with yard chatter that it's hard sometimes to distinguish, or at least it is for me. This would be the first move of many moves, both forward and backwards, and we wasn't exactly sure how long somebody would want to watch train backing up and going forward, so we reduced about 36 to 40 minutes of video. Tried to get it down to about 15. This overpass really reminded me of several years ago when 2 or 3 cousins of mine and myself, we were all in the Boy Scouts, and we went down to the Withlacoochee River to the north of Gornto Road in Valdosta. It's a long trestle, not super long, but when you're out on that trestle, you'll hear somebody blow a horn and you'll swear it's the train. And you really realize there's no room up there on that trestle when you if you were actually to be up there. That braking noise kind of reminded me of how I feel sometimes when I first wake up in the morning. Sometimes it's hard to get going. I had the bright idea that I would take and get a few shots of these overheads for some shorts to put onto YouTube, not thinking that I had my big head right in front of the camera. But it's okay. It's part of the fun. This was actually a shot with the little handy cam that we used to use before we got the 4K camera, and I had my novice videographer on that one, and she was playing around with the camera, doing some stuff, seeing what she could do, and just happened to notice she had went across the street. She was going to go to the other side and take some video, and she decided she would take some videos of yours truly, which is okay. I did say that there would be several times you will see this train back up and go forward. I really could not discern the conductor of this train. He would have been way too far back anyway. This was quite a long train, and the conductor, of course, would be in the yard, and like I say, it was just too far to pick up his conversation. I'll have to say to my amateur videographer that she does a better job of holding the camera steady while walking than I do. I think you can see every footstep that I take when I have that little camera in hand. This shot that she was taking here is something that I wanted to do with that little handy cam, is to actually take a piece of plate steel that's heavy and actually make a camera mount that would go on it, and then before the train gets to a location where we're videoing, is to put it on the rock bed and have it actually angled up so that you can see the wheels and the side of the cars as the train goes past. Obviously we can remote that little cam because we definitely don't want to put ourselves in danger, and we don't want to be obviously trespassing, and especially with the train at present. So now we get on the road, and we stopped at Chick-fil-A and decided to get a few nuggets, and proceeded to head on to towards the east, and we found this place in Slatterville. Yes, sir. We always appreciate those special toots. I don't know why it means a lot to us, but it just does. That's part of the fun. we were really not sure because we never got his work number, so we didn't know exactly where he was headed to. But I figured, just an intuition, that he was probably going to Nahunta and take that connector that puts him on the A line and go north to Jessup and wherever it goes from there. I really wish I could do a little better job of picking up that work number when the chatter is happening. There's quite a bit of steel on that train, and I mean scrap steel, and every one of these gondolas were actually full. I'm not sure exactly what mill they're going to, but they definitely have a lot of scrap metal coming. So we're back on the road and trying to head to Nahunta. This is just before you get to Hoboken, Georgia. Whereas there's another good spot in Hoboken, but and at this very crossing here that we're passing, that's another good spot. It's very open and easy to get to. This is in Nahunta, and it's actually between the curve that comes in, the connector that comes in from the AO line. The one in front of us that you see, this is the one coming from the Waycross side. The one that was just previous is the one that's coming when you're going southbound on the AO. This is not a hard place to get to either. It's accessible by car or truck. I just happened to be driving in some stubble, and my wife said, well, why don't you take the little road there? It might be easier. And it was a little bit rushed and I didn't see it. So this is a good spot though. It's easy to get to, and it's, like I said, not going to tear your equipment up to get here. Well, there she goes again. Had plenty of subject matter to take and use the little cam, but she said that she was filming her favorite subject. Now that's sweet. And the good news, her favorite subject did not break the camera as she was filming. She has to be a special woman, and there's many things that she's special for, but one of them is I don't know too many women that likes trains as good as she does. She likes them just about as good as I do, and she don't mind how long we stay or where we go. She's right there, and that's a good thing. We enjoy our time together, and don't matter where we're at as we enjoy it. Would like to say too, we thank you for all of our viewers, especially those who watch to the end of these videos. Please like them, subscribe, and share them. They're made for all ages. And if you have any ideas or places that that comes to mind that you want us to check out and see about doing some video, please write us at dreamsbyben@gmail, and we'll try to get it done. And until then, we'll see you next time.